my dear students. Today let us begin class 8 mathematics in that data handling. Wow. Today we are learning the topic is grouping data. Dear students, here you can see the data. How it is? Are you getting any information from this data? No. But we can make the group, then we'll get the clear-cut information. So how we can make the group? See, we can make the group. Here we have to find out which is the lowest and highest. Here the lowest is 9, the highest is 50. So lowest is 9, highest is 50. So by the help of this we can create group. We can start from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Now how to make this group? But we have made the group, the data is itself here. But we need the information. How we are going to get the information? That is 22. 22 falls here. Is it 10 to 20? It not falls here. 20 to 30. So you put cross mark, should not get confusion. The next number is 42. 42 falls here, 30 to 40. So once you cross this 42. Next 50. 50 falls here. 33. 33 falls here. 25. 25 falls here. 9. 9 falls here. 10. 10 falls here. There is one more thing is that when we are 0 to 10, that time you have to use here, because here it will be upper limit, so you can take it here, but you should not have the confusion. 36. 36 falls here. 45 falls here. 26 falls here. 18 falls here. 15 falls here. 19 falls here. 33 falls here. 46. 46 falls here. 30. 30 it falls here. When it is fifth one, we have to put the slant. The same data, how we changed? Now 0 to 10, how many tally marks are there? 2. Here 3. Here 5. Here 4. Here 2. Now you can understand that this data we made it in the form of group. So we have come for the conclusion. Data presented in this manner is said to be grouped data. If we are showing in this way, we can call it as grouped data. How? The distribution obtained in the grouped frequency table. Grouped frequency table. The next one thing you observe that you must know what are these things. Or you know the tally marks. Even in the lower class you have already learned that tally marks means how many times it is repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one must be the slanting. But what is this group? This group we call it as class interval. Each of the groups 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 is called class interval. The range of each group data, it is called as range. Range means you know that highest and lowest. In this range there is highest and lowest, but we name it as here lower class limit, upper class limit. Lower class limit, the first one 40, 50 means 40 lower, 50 is upper class limit. Then we can learn one more thing here, width. Width means the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit is called width or size. We call it as width or size. Hope you understood how to form a grouped data, grouped data. The next one, here we will get the clear cut information. By seeing this data you will understand which is the highest number of time repeated, that is 20 to 30. In that way we will get the information easily, so we have to make it good. The next one is bars with the difference. What do you mean bars with the difference? That is called histogram. You have already know that if we have the class interval and frequency, frequency means higher, how many times it is repeated, so it is showing. So frequency here 0 to 10, 10 times. So when we are going to show in the form of graph, in this way we are showing 10, 20, 30. Here these marks we are putting in the form of range. This is you keep in the mind, my dear students, range. Here earlier we were in the bar graph, we were keeping the equal group, but here we are not showing. Why? It becomes easy for you to compare it. This is named as histogram, bars with the difference. Now 0 to 10, 10, 10 to 20, 8, 10 to 20, 8, 20 to 30, 4, 30 to 40, 6 false, 40 to 50. In this way we have to show. So histogram, a graphical display of data using bars of different height. Using bars of different height. Frequency already, height of a bar, each class interval. Height of a bar, each class interval. Then one more thing, my dear students, this is one thing. But if it is a continued data, for example, you take it as a height or weight, the starting will be not there minimum, the weight will begin from 10 or 20. So that time we have to take it as like this. That is, here when we are showing, I started with 30, 40, 50, 60. Where is 10 and 20? It is jagged. Jagged line has been a long horizontal line to indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 30. We are not showing those numbers, so we are using 0 to 30. We are not showing. For that sake, we are using jagged line. It becomes graph easy. When you are forming a graph, it is more easy. Hope you understood. This is a jagged line, zigzag. Hope you know that. So in this way, we are learning the jagged line. Then the next one. Now already you have learned the bar graph. This is histogram. But what is the difference between the histogram and bars? Dear students, bar graph are good when your data in categories, in different categories. But when your data is not in the form of range, then you have to use this. But where we have to use continuous data, use a histogram. Histogram is bars with the difference. Hope you understood today grouping data and bars with the difference. Thank you one and all.